How y'all living today? Today I had another video for y'all. Today I want to make a video. How do I feel about social media now? Um, I hate to beat a dead horse because I don't want to be one of those guys to be like, I make like one popular video or whatever, and then be like, they'll try to make their videos about that consistently because they struck lightning in the bottle. I don't want to be that guy, but I do feel like I did feel like talking about it now, like how I feel about social media now. Because when was that video? Like 2 or 3 years ago, or whatever. Man, back then I was so nervous to talk on camera. Y'all could definitely tell, but now it's kind of like I don't know, I don't know. Like, but yeah, how do I feel about social media now? Uh, I'm just gonna go by them like individually, but I guess I'll talk about public perception of it now. I think that social media, I think is a good platform for you to build a business and to like, of course, like get people's attention and stuff like that. But other than that, that's like really the only thing that I see people benefiting like really from social media. And I think that people are kind of coming around now because uh, mostly because our generation was like the first generation to really grow up with something like social media. I mean, this is kind of like the first period of time where you can just know what everybody's doing. You can know everybody's business and stuff like that. You get instant validation from a distance from somebody who would never come and say that or tell you that. Somebody likes you, they're not gonna tell you straight to your face because they're afraid of rejection or whatever. You know what I mean? I think social media has a lot to do with that. People being afraid of rejection because you always get rejected on social media. You always somebody's either not liking your post or you're getting some response or something that's probably not the nicest. So you probably get that rejection, like kind of stimulation in your brain or whatever they call it. But I guess I kind of got off topic. But yeah, social media is kind of like the first place where we just know everything about everybody. I just don't think it's just not my thing. Is as far as that aspect of it, I'm a very private person. I don't like telling all my business. I don't like people knowing because once people get information about you, then they know what to work with. They know who you are. I think one of the best things about being a social person is showing who you are to people, but also them not knowing how you are personally. That's kind of like the mystery of what attracts people to you. Not even like, um, like sexually or whatever. I don't know what the right word is, but I'm just saying people in general socially. If you meet somebody who is a good person, you always want to know like, well, damn, I wonder if they really are that good, or I wonder like what they do. Like you just start to like have questions about people, especially like when you like somebody. You always want to know more about them, and that's what makes it fun about getting to know people. So when you have all of the information out there and people are oversharing and stuff like that, you just look very common, in my opinion. You just look very common. It's just like I think I seen this girl post on her Snapchat story like a long time. I remember everything. She posted like on her Snapchat story going to the store. Like what? Like I just think it's too personal. I think like especially like if you somewhere where somebody knows where you live and stuff like that. It's not even just that. It's just like okay, you're going to the store. Not only that, but you look kind of needy. I don't like looking or feeling that way. I don't like my outside validation making me determine my self worth. Because I think as far as like you know who you are and stuff like that, and you cherish the people, your friends and your family, y'all always do right by each other and stuff like that, or you try your best to do right by each other. You don't really need any other validation. And it's a shame because some people are never gonna feel that because social media is such a strong pull on people that they've gotten addicted to that validation and they can't really envision a life without it. Especially since we are the first generation, like I said before, to really deal with this. You know, we've had MySpace, we had Facebook, we've had Instagram, and we grew up on that. We came up on that in our adolescence and such and such. And it's kind of hard to imagine your life without that type of validation. That's a lot of people just think the normal way. I'll tell you that this is one of the most frustrating things about it. People think the normal way of living is just to not speak to somebody who you are interested in. They would rather hit them with a DM or hit them with a like. They want to slowly go into it to see if they will get rejected or see if this person really wants to know them too. And a lot of times, and I can speak to this myself. Sometimes I don't even see a notification. Sometimes I don't even like. I'm not paying attention to that because I got other stuff going on. And some people will overthink that and say, damn, I just got rejected. Or, you know what I'm saying? You have so many moving parts to what social media does to people socially. Like as far as like their interactions and what they think rejection is. Nobody really takes the time out to think maybe they're busy, maybe they're trying to respect their partner, maybe it's this, maybe it's that. It's just automatically, oh, I got rejected. You know what I'm saying? It's so many things that social media does to people as far as like their social standpoint. And I think another thing is it makes the world look a lot worse than what it really is. Like, cause put it like this, there's a lot of like politics on the platforms, especially Twitter. I hate Twitter. I don't see how people use Twitter. Like honestly, I'm sure a lot of y'all feel the same way, but there's so many politics on there that don't hold weight. Like when you actually out, like in the real world, when you're actually, you know, being a normal human being, that world is not what it really is like. It's just I don't really know how to describe it. I think y'all know what I mean when I say that. It's not really like that. So it just messes people up kind of socially, makes people scared to say things in public. It makes people scared to say things that they think somebody's gonna jump on them for. But the fact of the matter is nobody's really going to confront you to your face like they would on social media. So you can say whatever you want. And what the biggest benefit of saying what you want in public and stuff like that is people are going to respect you even more just for being real because now more than ever people respect real now more than ever because you get so much fake. Kind of like what I was saying like about social media, like nothing is authentic. You know what I mean? Nobody wants to show who they really are because they're scared of the rejection of it. So if you're that person who's just free and outgoing, people will look at you and be like, man, I wonder how he does that. You know, it's because those people are living in the real world. They know like it doesn't matter who does or doesn't like you. If you yourself, then you know you're good. You know, if you're being yourself, because it isn't somebody like you or not like you really doesn't make a difference in your life. Because at the end of the day, it's just an opinion, and y'all move on. That person's not gonna come back and kill you. I promise. They're not gonna kill you. So I think that's probably like the biggest effect that social media has had on people, like socially. You know what I mean? And y'all already know about the attention span thing. I don't really got to go into that. You know what I mean? You look at damn cat video 1 second, then look at two people fighting in a Waffle House 2 seconds later. You know, it's just kind of just like a slot machine for your brain. That's how I feel about TikTok. I haven't been on TikTok in a long time. What's going on there? I don't even know what's going on TikTok. Like I haven't been like I have a TikTok now. And I have a TikTok because I posted 2 of my videos on there because I thought it might get me a little bit of exposure or something like that. I really don't know how it did. Like, I just don't get on there. I don't even have it on my phone. So I just thought it might be something cool to try. So I have it. But I don't like go on there and post on I think I only got like 2 videos on there. I have no idea what's going on TikTok. All I heard was somebody say, the last thing that I remember from TikTok, it was this girl, and they were like interviewing her, and she said like the hot tour thing. That's the last thing that I remember like from TikTok like blowing up. The only reason I knew about it was because I was searching something up on Google and it was trending. I was like, what is that? Like, what does hot tour mean? And I looked at it, and I looked at the interview. I was like, okay, like. But I ain't gonna lie, like the term itself was funny, but I don't understand how it got so big. I don't understand. Like I don't understand like what was so like prolific about it. You get what I'm saying? Like, but that's the last thing I saw. Instagram, I really don't like. I feel like Instagram is gonna be Instagram. I saw they had this thing called Instagram Threads, which it looks like it's basically Twitter. And then we have what else? What else? The Snapchat. Do people still use Snapchat? Like I feel like it's pointless. Like Snapchat is like I don't know. I just feel like it's literally just a platform just to like show your data. Like it's like an IRL vlog app. You know what I'm saying? Other than that, I mean you communicating, but I mean if I just want to talk to you, I'll just call you or just text you. You know, like I don't really understand Snapchat like that. I mean, back when I used to use it, it still was kind of like, yeah, it's kind of pointless. Like, just posting like what I was doing, like I would respond to people. I feel like, I'll tell you what I think Snapchat is for. Snapchat, I feel like it's like you post something in hopes that somebody will respond to it. Like, that's literally like the whole premises, like of the whole app. I post something about what I'm doing or my life, and then hopefully somebody responds to it, like somebody attractive responds to it or something. And then when you see like the little, is this still blue? Like the little blue or like the red like icon or whatever beside their name, you just hope you just get that dopamine shot. You know what I mean? So it's like, like that's what I feel like Snapchat is. But that's kind of like my update on social media. I really don't have anything else to say besides that. Like, I just don't know what's going on. Like, just this on Facebook. This is the first time that I've had a Facebook. No, the second time. This is the second time I've had a Facebook. The first time I deleted it because I didn't like how personal it was. Like I was posting stuff. I just didn't like the feeling of like, I don't know. I just really don't like people in my business. I just really don't. It's not that I'm doing anything I ain't got no business doing. It's just that I feel like I have a bubble. And when it's time for me to walk out of that bubble, that's when I'm like, hey, it's all hoods, you know what I mean? Because I just really like focusing on like what I'm doing. So, and it keeps me focused. That's the other thing. It keeps me focused. Um, yeah, that's pretty much it. I update on what I'm thinking about, what's going on, and stuff like that. Just fill me in on what's happening. Give me the most interesting thing that's happened. Like, I'm not like living under a cave. Like, I use YouTube. I watch YouTube all the time, so I see stuff all the time. I'm just saying, like, because I know things on social media change a lot. Like, it's always be something next week, something else come up, and people, everybody forgets about it. So, pretty much it. Make sure y'all like, subscribe, and all that good stuff. It's Slim and Chill.